Everybody, hope you had a great weekend. Wanted to hop on here and provide a little bit of clarity for these checklists that we're talking about. We met with the facilities team and some of our production team last week and just really started talking about how complex we've gotten. For example, just at the South Campus, there's 22 air conditioning units. There's multiple TVs. There's multiple projectors and LED walls. There's multiple buildings. And really talking about this idea of creating checklists for all of those to make sure, one, that we are getting the building ready every week the same way. You know, I used the illustration last week of pilots literally have a written checklist every time they get ready to start the plane because it matters and it's important. And one misstep can really cause a lot of damage. And so we want to eliminate this idea that we're just going to rely on one person's memory to make sure that everything's on and move to a system that provides checklists so that people are doing it the same way every week. And if for some reason there was an emergency, they weren't there, we'd be able to get that checklist and see it. And so with our email account, we have access to the app Microsoft To Do, which is a checklist app. And I highly encourage you creating it on your phone because it's super easy. But we want a checklist for production, facilities, and finances. Finances, making sure all of our giving kiosks are on, whoever does that. Our campus ministries, which would be connection, childcare, hospitality, and students. We want checklists. When you get there in the morning, what do you make sure is on? What do you make sure is ready? Campus pastors. I know several of you get there first and you walk through the building. We'd like for you to make a checklist. Now, here's what I would say, just for clarity purposes. If you're a campus pastor, I'll take Pastor Rick at the North Campus. If you're a campus pastor, when you create the list, name it North Campus Campus Pastor Checklist so that we don't have a bunch of North Campus lists. We need a facility checklist, a connection checklist, and so you need to label it correctly. And then you're going to start creating it. And so it may be step one, I turn off the alarm. And so on Microsoft To Do, you're going to put turn off the alarm. Underneath it, it's going to put set a due date, and you're going to set that due date for the upcoming Sunday. And then right under it, it's going to say, do you want to repeat it? And you're going to want to repeat it every week so that every Sunday, the same checklist is coming up and you're able to walk through those and check them. And so I set one for turn off the alarm. And then if I click on that while I'm making it, a screen pops up and it actually lets you add a video that you can make right there with your phone. You click on it, it says create video, and you can actually have a video of you turning off the alarm so that people can see how that's done. And so here's the goal is if it is working, we want it on and we want it up and running on Sunday mornings. And if somebody can't make it last minute, we want to have access to a checklist so we can ensure that everything gets turned on. So I hope that provides the clarity that you need. We do want those done by July 15th. And so please let us know if there's any other questions that you have. Again, this is just a way for us to simplify the complexity to make sure that we don't miss those little details that are so important. And so when you turn those in, when you make your checklist at the top of the screen, there's a little person with an add button. You can click that and you can actually invite anybody in our organization to have access to those lists. And so that'll be something that we'll review. We may have you add some things. We may have you take some things away. But we want to get in the habit. We want to create a system where when people get to church on Sunday, they are doing things the same way, because we all know on Sundays there could be an emergency, there could be something that happens, and if we're just relying on our memory, many times we'll miss certain things. And so I hope this guy gives you the clarity that you need, and super easy to make. But if you got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and let us know. Thanks.